Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is your first officer speaking. My name is Frederick, and the captain for our flight is Richard Lim, and he will be doing the landing into Singapore. We'd like to welcome you aboard this Singapore Airlines flight 212 with service bound to Sydney. Correction, from Sydney to Singapore. Our flight time we're looking around is 8 hours and 20 minutes. Initially we'll be cruising at 34,000 feet or flight level 340, with later climbing up to flight level 380 later on flight. The weather on route looks smooth overall, with some bumps here and there on our departure in Sydney. The weather in Sydney is rainy as you look out your windows. However, this is the last bit of rain we can expect to be seeing on our flight. On arrival in Singapore, we can expect some clouds in the vicinity and maybe on top of Singapore. At Singapore, the latest report is showing cloudy skies as briefed, and the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius, which is 28 degrees Fahrenheit for our local friends, so American friends, sorry. We're scheduled to arrive slightly behind schedule at around 11 PM local time. On behalf of the captain and the cabin crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us, and we hope you have a pleasant journey with us. Cam crew, please arm all doors from cross-check and prepare for departure and push. Thank you. Okay.
Station's information, Charlie is now current changes. Temperature 14, change information, Charlie.
Sydney ground, information Charlie now, Singapore 212 and International 6 would like to push.
With me on the flight deck, we have another captain and our in-flight manager together with our amazing cabin crew. We hope to make this a safe and comfortable flight for you. In the interest of your safety, you have your seatbelt securely fastened whenever needed or when the seatbelt sign is turned on. You can monitor the flight progress via in-flight as well.
139.
Or our second captain will
Qantas 139.
as we approach the
Qantas 139, give way to the velocity 73, passes left to right, 75 Charlie, cross 2500 discretion. Body point Bravo 10, runway 6 left.
We are currently sorting the last...
We will follow the Virgin 73 ahead, the Charlie cross 25, Bravo 10, short of 16 left. Qantas 139.
Singapore 212, International 6, information Charlie would like to push.
Departure checks completed. Bypass
Spectacles taken.
Singapore 212 would like to push and start as International 6.
Singapore 212 International base 51, push
Oh.
approved.
5-1 and push proof, Singapore 212. What do you say?
Apologies, Qantas 139, check the score 1564.
Locking gear.
1564. Qantas 139.
Velocity 583, check the score as well, 3730.
Yeah, I've got it set as
Velocity 583, launch. Still coming up as incorrect squawk or mode, but it looks like it's squawk. I'm not sure.
Cockpit release, and before start checklist. Flight doors closed, MSP set, trim 00 beacon, lights on with request. Pressurizing hydraulics.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of your safety, please pay attention to the safety video which will now be shown. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Qantas 540 for Brisbane, request clearance. Qantas 540, Sydney ground, g'day, cleared to Brisbane via Alton, fly plan with
Welcome
runway
aboard
16
Singapore
left,
Airlines.
Kevin 7,
As the
departure,
safety equipment
Alton,
on this
transition.
aircraft may differ
Climb
from
by
that
dead
on other
5000,
aircraft,
squawk
please give us your
3643.
attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing. and honor
Starting
them
engines
through
2 and 1 in
Singapore.
sequence.
Brisbane via Alton, fly plan with runway 16 left, Kevin 7, departure, Alton, transition. Climb by the set to 5000, squawk 3643. Departure is 1228, Qantas 540 Bay No, that's domestic 540, just confirm
During
the cabin
takeoff
7
and
departure,
landing,
Alton transition.
ensure that your tray table is
Cabin 7
stowed
departure
away.
and Alton transition,
Put the
corner
back of your
540.
seat upright
Corner 540, thanks, push approved.
and keep
Push
your
approved,
shoes
corner
on.
540.
Before we take off,
Sydney ground,
stow
good
your
evening,
luggage under the
Dynasty
seat in front of
102,
you
request
or in the
taxi
overhead
to the
compartments.
not cargo terminal.
Dynasty 102, did you want the north cargo or east cargo?
Make sure that your seat belt
Oh,
is
the
securely
international
fastened
cargo terminal.
during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To
Dynasty
fasten,
102,
bring the
wants
two
the
ends of the
taxi via
seat
Bravo
belt
across
together
runway.
until you hear a click. Tighten
Disrupt.
it by pulling on the strap.
Dynasty 102, taxi via Bravo
To
across
unfasten,
Like brake set.
lift the
runway
metal flap.
2, actually,
We
correction, taxi
recommend
via
keeping your
Bravo,
seat belt fastened
runway
throughout the flight.
25.
Whenever the
Sunny
seat
engine
belt
Runway
one.
is
16
turned
right at your
on,
discretion,
infants
then is
should be
able
lifted
to
from the
7
bassinet
degree on
and
final,
secured with an infant
and then
seat belt.
continue taxi runway 25 to, correction, continue taxi Alpha to the base.
If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask
Continue
will
Bravo,
automatically drop in front of
cross
you.
runway
Pull
16
the mask
right,
down sharply.
on
Place it
to
over your
Alpha
mouth and
to base.
nose. Pull the
Dynasty
lateral straps
102.
to tighten it and
Dynasty
breathe as
102 will
usual.
be a
Secure your
crossing on
mask first
runway
before
25 at
helping
your
others.
discretion.
It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate.
Runway
There are
C5
several
83
emergency
corner
exits
139
in this
intern
aircraft.
monitor advisory
Take a few
122
moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats
22.8,
to the closest exit,
139,
in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the
Just
seat in front
818,
of you,
you're going good
lower
8,
your
clear
head.
Flaps
to
5,
Alpha,
take off
Alpha,
flaps.
Front seat.
runway 16 left,
Place your
cabin
hands on
7
top of your
departure,
head.
Alton
Keep
transition,
your feet flat
climb
on the floor
height
and
5000,
heels towards your
score.
seat.
You have a good engine start. You may disconnect CU and the front,
Lower your head and lean forward as far as you can.
because they're going to be leaving this way.
In an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will lead you to your nearest
And
exit.
this is when we forget to put the aft
Before
cargo
using the
heat
evacuation slide,
to low, which
any
is 6
height
degrees.
changes, and be
you
sure
can,
to leave everything
this runway
behind.
25, you can cross
Put on
on
your life
Foxtrot.
vest,
At your
remove it
discretion.
from the plastic cover, and slip it over your
Request
head.
16
Yeah,
right.
before taxi
Foxtrot.
checklist.
Straps around
And
your
yes, not needed recall.
With it,
We'll be just taxiing via, we'll be departing
inflate the
runway
life
16
vest
right.
by pulling the red tabs of blowing into
Flight
the
control
light.
check.
Life vests have a whistle and a light.
For left, neutral.
Special
for
life
right.
vests are available for children.
Left is clear, right is clear,
Your life
checked.
vest only at the exit door
Elevator up.
and step into the raft.
Elevator down. Rudder neutral. Left
New Zealand 542 ground.
for right rudder. Neutral. Flight controls are checked. Ground equipment is removed.
Life vests are
Before taxi
located
checklist
under
complete.
or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff,
And landing.
Lightweight electronic devices, such as mobile phones and tablets, must be switched off or set to flight mode.
Oh shoot.
During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your
New
device,
Zealand
And,
it must
542
be held in
ground.
your hand.
For the ground
Bypass
guide,
fin
New
is
Zealand
checked.
542,
Hand signals received.
If your
Charlie,
device
113
drops into
on
the
board.
gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance.
Sorry, say again.
New Zealand 542, good day, with Charlie 113 on board.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking
taxi
flight.
to international.
Smoking, including the charging and
New
use of
Zealand
e-cigarettes,
542,
is prohibited throughout the aircraft,
Cultural Bravo
including the
1.
lavatories.
Bravo 10 New Zealand 542.
Singapore
Thank you for your
212, request
attention.
taxi.
Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more
Singapore
information.
212, taxi via
On
Golf
behalf of
Alpha, holding
Singapore
point Alpha 1,
Airlines, we
runway
hope you
16
have a
right.
great time on board. and
Taxi
enjoy
via
the
Golf
flight
Alpha, holding point Alpha 1,
or
runway
anywhere
16 right,
else
Singapore
the
121.
world may take you.
North C5, 34, Sydney ground. For domestic clear.
Wait, park brake release.
3534,
And APU disconnect.
We're for domestic 2, velocity 5.
Taxi light on. Nope.
34, you can taxi by Bravo. Cross runway 25, hold short Charlie 1. Velocity 534. Sorry, no, not domestic 2 as in the gate, domestic 2 as in
stations, please.
domestic 2 the apron. Oh, roger. Velocity 534. Taxi by Bravo 25 Golf to the bay. Bravo cross 25 Golf to the bay. Velocity 534, sorry for the confusion, thanks very much.
Ground velocity 1, stand international 53, ready push.
Velocity 1, push approved.
Push approved, velocity 1.
Zone 542, continue taxi via Bravo. Runway 25, cross runway 16 right at your discretion. Runway 25 to the bay.
Taxi Bravo,
Whoa.
runway 25 and cross 16.
Look at that traffic.
Discretion, and then we'll take cross runway 25 to the bay, and 542.
It's a Jetstar? Yeah, Jetstar. The low cost of Australia. Pretty neat. Then it's gonna be a next left on Alpha, and then it's gonna be all the way down.
Qantas 540 information, Charlie, request taxi.
After this left, I mean.
Qantas 540, thanks for Charlie, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 25, your discretion. Holding for Bravo 10, runway 16 left. Taxi via Charlie, cross runway 25, Bravo 10, hold short 16 left, Qantas 540. New Zealand 542, just to confirm, will be a left your taxi along runway 25 to cross runway 16 right to the bay.
It'll taxi along 25 across 16 right to the bay, New Zealand 542.
Oh, look at that Dynasty 747. So what a beauty. What a beauty. You don't really see 747s anymore. No, I mean, you don't really see many 747s on Vatsim. Kind of a rare sight. You'd see more Tupolovs than us now. More Tupolovs or more 747s? I think no. Yeah, 747s are more common than Tupolovs on Vatsim. But you do see sometimes some Tupolovs 154s flying around. I know a guy. He's a controller at Pangsanat VVTS, Victor Tango Sierra. He's the ground controller, and yeah, he flies the Tupolev mostly on Vatsim all the time. He flew to Funchal, Madeira.
Around 52 to 59, if that's okay.
Recently. Like last week, I think. On Vatsim.
Just 177. Just 177, you can...
Oh, he has no gear. That's kind of sad. It's gonna be a rainy departure, so we're gonna be wipers intermediate.
Taxi via
No, wipers
Bravo.
Low.
Hey, Jetstar 177.
Are we getting a takeoff clearance?
Singapore 212, 14 notes over ATC is available, 1 2 advisory, 122 days flight, good day.
122 decimal 8 Singapore 121, thanks for the help and see ya!
See ya.
Flight pick set. Taxi off. Alright, I don't have Vatsim. Oh, I do have Vatsimeter open, let me just check. Oh, it's a very bad storm here. Alright, so there's a New Zealand on runway 2507, so we're just gonna line up and that's all. Before takeoff checklist complete. Sydney traffic, Singapore 121 via Alpha 1, lining up runway 16 right.
Singapore 212, still correct.
My bad. Sydney traffic, Singapore 121 via Alpha 1, lining up runway 16 right, Sydney. Okay. Embarrassing, but happens to the best of us. Oh, we're not been cleared for takeoffs yet because there's still traffic on the runway. Cam crew takeoff stations already been advised. Runway 16 right looks clear on the scope. Oh, what a lineup. Okay, wow. So our departure is what? The Grom 1? The Grook 1. Okay, weather radar. Sydney traffic, Singapore 121 at runway 16 right, departing for the Grook 1 departure, Sydney. Okay. Takeoff. The fuel we have 63.8. Zero 731 departure 63.8. Wow, exactly what we calculated. Okay, power brake is released and forward pressure. Stable 40%. Pushing takeoff. Throttle ref. Checked. Let's be live. Hold. B1. Rotate.
Yes, star 503, establish on the ILS runway 16 right.
Gear up. Sydney traffic, Singapore 212, airborne 16 right, Sydney. Oh, nav, checked. Venus speed, throttle ref. Rainy departure, huh? Flaps 5, correction, flaps up, flaps 1, speed check flaps 1.
Left cabin 7 departure to the east coming flight levels for Brisbane Traffic City.
Alright, mister, I talk very fast. That was literally not me when I read back my taxi clearance. Alright, flaps up, speed check flaps up. That was a good departure. We were a bit right of center line, quite a bit actually. Because I overcorrected with my rudder. So it's very different from the winds that are on the ground vs when you're like 10 feet up. So then you kind of have to let go.
Landing on runway 16 right.
Only you have to reduce the amount of rudder input you're doing. And that's kind of hard to gauge how much that really is. Yeah. Just my, you know, usual excuses. Right, so it's alright that we get the warning low fuel center because we departed with around 3.4 tons in the center fuel tanks. I just want to make sure that we use those. So that's why the fuel pumps are on. I think that's what they would do in real life ops. I think I saw a Just Planes video where they had very little fuel, but still the wing tanks were full, and they needed to fill up the center tanks. Wow, even up here you can see the rain. Get turning. Well, so what I'm doing, I'm not just following the flight director. I'm looking at my nav map on the left, and I'm seeing where my extended white line is heading, and I want to just overlap that on our flight routing. The purple, the pink. Yeah. But I also could just look and overlap the crosshair on the FDs, which is a lot easier, I must say. But it tells you like the minor stuff, which I like. So like right now, I'm following it. I need to change my pitch. And yeah, but when I gauge my turn, that's usually me. Oh shoot, standard. See, you talk so much you forget about changing your barometer to standard. Oh, autopilot 1. Wi-Fi. But why is my weather just not picking this up? Hello, weather radar. On a Vatsim radar, this is what it shows. Yeah, I should be seeing this on my weather radar, but I'm not, which is fine. Don't need to complain, huh? Oh, what's this? Bankstown. Bruh. Yeah, I know, very right of center line. Dude, I don't know how to hold center line on departure. It's crazy. Oh, but we did recover, well, kind of. Oh no. No, but we were airborne, we had a rotation of like, right here. Hence, that's where I started deviating. It's fine, it's fine.
31 departed 16 track, climbing 5,000, stopping climb 5,000, had a bird track.
Wow. That's not good. Wow. Didn't know the weather was that. Oh. screenshot worthy. Bing! Oh yeah, even with the bank. Ooh, wow. That is very screenshot worthy in my opinion. Alright, so I think now I'm gonna wrap off the video. It's a bit of a long video today, and thanks for watching. If you watched the entirety, my condolences for watching me for yap for 30 minutes. It was actually longer. I decided to cut it off because we were getting clearance and then there was some kind of flight plan issue. He was not seating the strip, which is in a ATC term the routing, because I'm using real world routing and sometimes they have like a direct to a waypoint that is not in use. I don't know, man. It's funky business. Very funky donkey business. Anyways, yeah, as I said, thanks for watching, and we will see you in around 8 hours on our arrival into Singapore. And I've been practicing landing in Singapore quite a bit recently, like the whole last night. I think I was practicing on the landing. I would get 75 FPM. Actually, I posted that video on YouTube to go check it out. It was my smoothest landing I've ever done. It was not really a flight, it was just me practicing my landings, but that was just a highlight of my landing practice. Minus 75 on the touchdown zone, and it was centerline, perfect landing, everything, textbook. So yeah, I'm just going to be sending you videos, the photos of in the VA, as I usually do. If you want to join, please do message me and I can send you the link to this virtual airline. It is amazing. Singapore Airlines Virtual. We have a great community base and a great EFB and the whole website, man. So yeah, do message me if you want to join that. I think they're open. But yeah, gonna end the video now, and thanks for watching. See ya.